Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. Prince Harry very serious about UK return, but Meghan is firmly anchored in the US. Prince Harry may have built a new life thousands of miles from the country where he was born, but whispers around royal circles suggest that the Duke of Sussex is quietly, and, according to some insiders, very seriously, contemplating a long-term return to the United Kingdom. Yet while Harry's heart may be tugged across the Atlantic, Meghan Markle remains firmly anchored in the US, leaving the couple at a delicate crossroads about what their future actually looks like. For Harry, this moment appears to be less about nostalgia and more about responsibility, and a growing desire to restore ties that have frayed since his 2020 departure from royal life. For Meghan, it's about stability, autonomy, and safeguarding the life she has painstakingly built for her family in California. A shift in Harry's priorities. Those close to Harry say the Duke has been on a journey, not just geographically, but emotionally. While Montecito's sunshine has brought him healing and privacy, recent events have reportedly stirred a deeper longing for his homeland. Friends describe him as torn, noting that the UK represents not only his roots but also a piece of himself he hasn't fully let go. Sources have spoken of Harry's increasing need to spend more time in Britain for various philanthropic projects, legal matters, and family considerations. He may no longer be a working royal, but the pull toward the UK appears to be growing stronger rather than fading away. Harry is very serious about a proper UK return, one source allegedly noted. Not full-time, not a royal reboot, but a real, permanent base he can rely on whenever he needs to be there. He wants stability on both sides of the Atlantic. The idea of maintaining two homes, one in California and one in Britain, has reportedly gained traction in Harry's mind. This would allow him to balance his life in the US with renewed engagement in the UK, especially as royal duties continue to shift around King Charles' health and the pressures facing Prince William. A man between worlds. Harry's position is uniquely complex. He is an American resident, a father raising two young children in a culture far removed from the palace walls, and yet still a prince at the core of one of the world's most scrutinized families. Balancing those overlapping identities has been an ongoing challenge. Privately, insiders say Harry has expressed concern that Archie and Lilibet may grow up feeling entirely disconnected from their British heritage, something he doesn't want to see happen. A UK base would help bridge that generational gap and give the children a chance to know the country their father once called home. In addition, Harry's ties to his long-standing charities and military patronages remain meaningful to him. Though he's stepped back from formal roles, supporting veterans and mental health initiatives in the UK continues to be a personal priority. Meghan's view: California is home. Meghan, however, is reportedly far less enthusiastic about the idea of splitting their lives across two countries again. For the Duchess of Sussex, the move to California was not temporary, it was liberation. It offered her freedom from the constraints of royal protocol, the ability to build her own career, and the chance to raise her children without the glare of the British tabloid press. She is firmly anchored in the US, one insider emphasized. Meghan has deep connections in California, both professionally and personally. Her mother, Doria Ragland, lives nearby. Her media projects, philanthropic partnerships, and growing business ventures are all rooted in America. Going back to the UK, even part-time, may feel like reopening a chapter she has intentionally closed. While Meghan is said to support Harry maintaining a greater presence in Britain, insiders claim she has little desire to return for extended periods herself. Her preference is to keep the family's primary base in Montecito, ensuring continuity and stability for the children. A marriage navigating two futures. The dynamic between Harry's deepening desire to reconnect with the UK and Meghan's attachment to the US presents a challenge, though not necessarily a crisis, for the couple. They have always shown a united front, but as they evolve individually, their priorities naturally shift as well. This doesn't mean they are at odds. Rather, they may be navigating what many modern couples face, balancing different needs while building a shared future. Some observers believe a compromise is not only possible but likely. For example, Harry maintains a UK residence, traveling back several times a year for personal and philanthropic reasons. Meghan and the children remain primarily in California, visiting the UK for shorter, pre-planned trips. The couple continues nurturing their projects in America while allowing Harry more space to reconnect with Britain. Such a model would mirror global families who successfully manage cross-continental lives, though, of course, few do so under the unblinking spotlight of international media. Family factors at play. The state of Harry's relationships with King Charles, Prince William, and other senior royals also plays a significant role in any potential return. While tensions have eased somewhat in recent years, reconciliation remains complicated. Harry's presence in the UK could help rebuild bridges, but it could also expose him to renewed scrutiny and expectations. There is speculation that Harry wants to be more available as his father continues to manage health challenges. The idea of physically being closer, even occasionally, is said to weigh heavily on him. Meanwhile, Prince William is carrying an increasing share of royal responsibilities. Some believe Harry's presence, even in a non-official capacity, could eventually soften the distance between the brothers, though such a thaw would likely be gradual. The children's future. Archie and Lilibet add another layer to the conversation. Their upbringing has been deliberately low profile, but their connection to the royal family and their place in the line of succession remain noteworthy. How much exposure they have to the UK could shape their sense of identity later on. Harry reportedly wants them to know their cousins, understand where their father comes from, and feel comfortable in Britain. Meghan, on the other hand, prioritizes their privacy, safety, and emotional well-being above all, something she believes they have found in California. What comes next? For now, Harry appears poised to take more concrete steps toward re-establishing a UK foothold, whether that means renting property, securing long-term arrangements, or creating a more formal base for his growing commitments. Meghan's support, even from afar, won't diminish his efforts. But her reluctance to follow him back to Britain underscores how differently the two have come to view the life they left behind. What's certain is that the couple's next chapter is likely to be more global, more nuanced, and more individual than ever before. Harry may be serious about returning, but Meghan's roots in the US are just as firmly planted. Together, they are navigating a future shaped not by royal duty or media pressure, but by personal purpose, even if that purpose pulls them in slightly different directions. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment and share.